Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the emotional, heartwarming, and sometimes surprising stories of your favorite Korean celebrities. Today's story is one that touches the soul and brings us closer to two beloved stars. If you thought you knew everything about Jung Hae In and Jung So Min, wait till you hear what Jung Hae In's mother finally shared after years of silence. This emotional revelation has left fans speechless, and yes, even in tears. Grab some tissues, because this one hits differently. They are two of South Korea's most loved stars, Jung Hae In, with his quiet charm and deep emotional roles, and Jung So Min, a radiant actress known for her warm, genuine performances. For years, rumors and speculations about their closeness swirled quietly in the background of their careers. But what no one expected was a revelation so personal, so raw, that it would forever change how fans saw them. When Jung Hae In's mother, known for her rare public appearances and silence about her son's private life, finally broke her silence, it wasn't for attention, it was out of love. And what she shared about Jung So Min, and something even more precious, a baby, has captivated hearts across the globe. The story of Jung Hae In and Jung So Min has always been one cloaked in quiet intimacy. Unlike many celebrity relationships fueled by headlines and controversy, theirs has been one of deep respect, private moments, and unspoken understanding. Fans noticed the chemistry whenever they appeared together, whether during interviews, behind-the-scenes footage, or during joint projects that left viewers enchanted. Still, nothing was confirmed until now. What makes this revelation so striking isn't just the confirmation of a relationship. It's the heartfelt words of a mother, Jung Hae In's mother, who chose her moment carefully. Not for publicity, but because the truth needed to be known. She did not speak at a press conference, nor did she release a dramatic statement through media outlets. Instead, it was a quiet interview with a local lifestyle program that revealed everything. When asked about her son's growth, she paused, her eyes glistening with tears. He's always been a quiet boy, thoughtful, gentle. And when he told me about her, I knew he had found something real. She reminded me of love. She reminded me of family, she said softly. She was, of course, referring to Jung So Min. The interviewer pressed gently, and her words that followed are what truly sent shockwaves across the fandom. I saw how he looked at her, not just with love, but with a kind of respect and peace. And then, when the baby came, everything changed. Yes, the baby. For months, there were whispers. Some fans claimed they saw Jung So Min stepping away from projects quietly. Others mentioned Jung Hae In being unusually guarded and often flying back home between shoots. But no one expected this. The couple, fiercely private, had quietly welcomed a child, away from the media, away from the chaos. Their baby, whose name remains undisclosed, was the secret they both protected with all their hearts. When I held that baby in my arms, Jung Hae In's mother continued, I saw my son become more than a man. I saw him become a father. And So Min, she's more than a daughter-in-law. She's my daughter. This was not just a proud grandmother speaking. This was a woman who had watched her son grow in the spotlight, quietly shouldering fame, while still holding onto the little boy she raised. And now, watching him step into fatherhood with someone she deeply respected, she felt it was time the world knew what kind of love had been growing behind the scenes. Jung Hae In and Jung So Min's relationship wasn't built for tabloids. It wasn't rushed. It wasn't perfect in the ways we see in dramas. It was real. And that's what made it so beautiful. Fans around the world reacted instantly. Within hours of the interview airing, hashtags like #HaeInSoMinFamily and #SoMinMomInLaw trended across social media. Fan art began pouring in. Images of the couple holding a baby, fictional letters from their child thanking their parents for choosing love over fame. It was emotional. It was tender. And for once, it felt like the fandom was united in pure joy, not drama or speculation. What stood out most in Jung Hae In's mother's interview was her calm strength. This world can be harsh, she said, but love gives us the courage to protect what matters most. And my son, with So Min by his side, is strong. They chose to keep their family private, not because they were ashamed, but because they wanted to protect the innocence of their child. She also shared how So Min helped her during a period of illness. There was a time when I couldn't get out of bed. So Min would bring soup, even when she had shoots. She sat beside me and read poetry. That's not something an actress does. That's something a daughter does. I'll never forget it. And when asked about the future, she smiled. All I want is for them to be happy. Whether they decide to speak openly or keep their story theirs, I'll support them. Because I've seen the love with my own eyes. Behind the cameras, behind the fame, there lives a simple truth. Family is everything. And in the quiet love story of Jung Hae In and Jung So Min, the world is reminded that sometimes the most powerful stories are the ones we don't see until they're ready to be shared. So, what's next for them? According to close insiders, both are considering taking a year-long break, not to retire, but to spend more time with their child. Rumors suggest they may even be considering writing a children's book together, inspired by bedtime stories they created for their little one. Whether or not these rumors are true, one thing is certain: fans will be supporting them every step of the way. In a world that often moves too fast, where privacy is rare and love stories are easily consumed and discarded, Jung Hae In and Jung So Min remind us that some love is worth protecting, worth waiting for, and worth cherishing in silence until the time is right. And now, that time has come. To everyone watching and reading, remember, love doesn't need to be loud to be real. Sometimes, the quietest love is the one that speaks the loudest to our hearts.